Wait, stop scrolling for a second. What if I told you Toyota just brought back one of the most respected off-road legends ever built? Yes, you heard that right. Toyota just brought back the J80, and this isn't some soft reboot or badge engineering trick. This is a serious return of an icon that helped build the Land Cruiser's unstoppable reputation across deserts, mountains, and continents. Welcome back to DriveZone Meter, where we don't just admire cars, we break them down properly. And today, this one deserves your full attention. Let's start at the backside, because the rear design tells you everything about its personality. The new J80 doesn't try to look sporty or futuristic. It stands tall and squared off, with that classic upright tailgate that screams functionality. The wide rear door looks ready for overlanding gear, recovery equipment, and spare parts, not just weekend shopping bags. The LED tail lamps stretch horizontally, giving it a planted and confident stance. And that traditional spare wheel-ready layout, that's pure Land Cruiser DNA. Park it next to the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado or even the Lexus GX and you'll notice something immediately. Those SUVs feel refined and premium. The J80 feels purposeful. It looks like it was built to work. So let me ask you, do you prefer clean, modern SUV styling or this old-school, no-nonsense toughness? Now slide over to the left side. This is where the boxy proportions really hit you. Toyota didn't smooth this thing out just to improve aerodynamics. The straight body lines, tall windows, and flat panels are all about visibility and durability. It has that commanding greenhouse design that made older Land Cruisers so practical on trails. The wheel arches are bold and muscular, clearly designed to house proper all-terrain tires. And the ground clearance, it looks trail-ready straight from the factory. Compared to something like the Ford Bronco or the Jeep Wrangler, the J80 doesn't try too hard to look adventurous. It just looks capable. The Bronco is flashy. The Wrangler is iconic. But this looks engineered for decades of punishment. Could you see yourself taking this on a cross-country expedition instead of driving a soft crossover? Now moving to the right side, the same story continues, clean, solid, and confident. The doors look thick and heavy-duty, like they're designed to survive years of mud, dust, and rough terrain. The roof rails aren't decorative. They look strong enough to handle roof tents, cargo boxes, or serious expedition gear. The flat roofline maximizes interior headroom and cargo capacity, something many modern SUVs sacrifice for coupe-like styling. If you park this next to the Toyota Land Cruiser 300 or even a Land Rover Defender, the difference becomes clear. The 300 series feels premium and powerful. The Defender feels modern and tech-focused. The J80 feels honest, mechanical, straightforward. Is this the kind of SUV you would trust miles away from civilization? Now let's step inside. The interior is where Toyota plays it smart. Instead of turning it into a rolling tablet, they've balanced modern technology with real usability. You can expect a large digital driver display and a proper infotainment screen, but here's the best part. Toyota hasn't abandoned physical buttons. Climate controls, drive modes, and off-road settings still use real knobs and switches. And if you've ever driven off-road wearing gloves, you know how important that is. The materials feel rugged yet refined. They're chosen to handle wear and tear, not just look impressive under showroom lights. The seating position is upright and commanding, perfect for long journeys and technical trails. There's plenty of passenger space, and the cargo area looks ready for camping gear, recovery tools, and serious adventure equipment. Compared to luxury-focused SUVs that feel like moving living rooms, this cabin feels like a command center. So tell me, would you rather have massive touchscreens everywhere, or controls you can rely on when the trail gets rough? Now let's talk about what really matters, the engine. Toyota hasn't locked in every global specification yet, but the direction is clear. This J80 is about torque, reliability, and endurance. Depending on the market, we could see a turbocharged gasoline engine, possibly a hybrid-assisted setup, and maybe even a diesel option in certain regions. But here's the thing, this isn't about 0-60 bragging rights. It's about low-end torque for rock crawling, towing, and hauling. Expect advanced four-wheel drive systems, locking differentials, multi-terrain modes, and serious traction control technology. Mud, sand, snow, rocks. This SUV is engineered to handle all of it without drama. Compare that to something like the Toyota 4Runner or even the newer Land Cruiser variants, and the J80 feels aimed at people who actually use their 4x4 systems, not just talk about them online. Be honest, how often do you actually engage four-wheel drive in your SUV? Now let's talk about price. because this is where debates will begin. The new J80 isn't expected to be cheap, but it's also not trying to compete with ultra-luxury SUVs. Pricing will likely sit between the Prado-level models and the full 300 series. That puts it in competition with serious off-roaders like the Bronco Raptor and Wrangler Rubicon. But here's the real question. Are you paying for features, or are you paying for trust built over decades? Toyota's reputation for reliability, resale value, and global service support is hard to ignore. A Land Cruiser isn't something you lease and forget. It's something you keep, modify, and maybe even pass down to the next generation. Does long-term durability matter more to you than having the newest tech every single year? So what's my final verdict? Toyota just brought back the J80, and instead of chasing trends, it doubled down on authenticity. In a market full of lifestyle SUVs that rarely leave pavement, this feels like a bold reminder that real off-road capability still matters. It respects its legendary past while adapting to modern expectations. It's not about flashy design, it's about mechanical honesty, and that's exactly why it stands out. Now I want to hear from you. Would you choose this J80 over a Defender or Bronco? Do you think Toyota made the right move bringing back this old-school formula? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and follow DriveZone Meter for more honest, detailed reviews of the cars that truly matter. Your support keeps this channel growing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.